KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.
Welcome to your sports show, everybody. I am your 671 sports nerd, Jason Salas, joined by a very, very good friend of mine, way back, Steve Pangelinan, now an administrator in the sport of volleyball, a fantastic player in his time, member of the Guam men's national team, veteran of the sport, and now getting ready for the liberation of Volleyfest. And Steve, we are going to ring in our liberation as Guamanians and everything by having a wonderful week-long tournament. So is this like kind of like the FD, alumni tournament where they basically play every night for a week?
Okay, so we locked in the dates at FD in the Phoenix Center, and right now we open it up to all divisions. So what's going to happen is we'll set up a cutoff date, and we'll figure out how many teams. And then, throughout the week, we'll figure out who plays when, and hopefully we get all the finals on the weekend on that Sunday when everything wraps up.
Now, interestingly enough, there's a division now. You've got co-ed, you've got men's, women's, high school, even middle school. There's an under 10 division, which did not exist when you and I were we're playing for those great PIVA teams and everything like that. Tell me about like the rules and the format if you're like a little kid.
Okay, so for little kids, it's we don't expect them to hold rallies and get blocks and whatnot, right? But we do what I call them is modified scrimmages. So one side will try and serve, whether it goes over or not. Then I'll toss in a ball to the other side. They'll try and make a rally. And both sides will try and keep it alive as long as possible. I'll toss in another one. So maybe it'll be a serve and then 4 tosses, and then we'll call it dead. And then the other side will serve, and then we'll repeat it over and over.
Oh, very cool.
Until somebody gets 25.
Okay, and I was just going to ask about the scoring. So it is still rally scoring.
Yep, rally score. We need to know when to end, right? So we'll take score, and whoever hits 25 first is the winner. One of the things we want to try and prevent is, like, even in middle school, like if we have one kid that's just a great server, they may serve the whole game, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how can people register, and how can teams get in on this? Because, like Guam, throughout our island sports history, summertime volleyball has always been like the peak season. That's when all the good players, they come back from college or everybody's out of high school. That's when you get the elite level competition, and it makes for a fantastic spectator sport. So how can we actually go out and see like Guam's volleyball community, showing off their finds?
Right. So we've got a flyer out. They can call myself and any of the other East Heights coaches. That's Rich, Dee, or Joe. We've got our numbers on them. They can call to register. And then, like I said, we haven't put out a cutoff date yet, but we will, so that we can get the schedule together. Mm-hmm. But first thing is just call us, tell us you're interested and what division.
Okay, how would you say, because you've done so much work, you've won multiple championships, at FD, your alma mater, by the way, you've been there almost 15 years, working with the prior program. You've worked with the national team, like I was saying. You worked at the club level and everything. How have you seen the caliber of volleyball change on Guam? Because some people were saying, when the rules changed and they introduced the libero and, they took away the 10-foot line, that the game was really going to change for the bad because they wanted to make it, more of a television-friendly game. But that certainly isn't the case. I mean, it's a very competitive sport.
Right. I don't think it, obviously the flow of the game changed a little bit, but I do think it's a little more friendly to the spectator to watch, a little more friendly to the time clock. You can predict the end a little bit better. Whereas when we were playing, it's side out scoring, so that thing can go 1 set to 15 can go 45 minutes or an hour. Yep. You have no idea when it's going to end.
And we would finish off a tournament around 8:30 on Sunday night after starting at Friday. You would stop being sore the following Thursday.
Right. Yeah.
I remember those days. So does my back.
So it's but the intensity has not changed. It's still exciting to watch. High speed. a good rally. So yeah, I wouldn't say that the rules have changed the
Okay,
way it was before.
now you know better than anybody on the island, like, and you've got a pulse of the volleyball community. And I know in recent years, because there's been this resurgence of having young people get involved in, like, with the under 10 division. I know we've seen, young people play in the same tournament that their parents are playing in, but with this new, much younger format, could you possibly see a grandpa and his son, or, dad, son, grandson playing like all in the same tournament? It's a possibility.
Oh, definitely. We have 2 generations at least sometimes. So there'll be last summer we had parents of kids. Their kids are playing in the youth divisions, and then they themselves might be playing in the co-ed. So 2
Including
generations,
you and
3
your
generations.
beautiful wife D, right? Your son was playing. Was he
Oh
playing
yeah.
with you guys or against you guys?
Ooh, I think he played. Oh yeah, he didn't want to play with the old folks in the co-ed. I think he had his own team, or played with the men or something like that.
There
So
you go. So it's not
yeah,
only become
it's
a
a possibility
multi-generational
that
thing.
could happen.
It's a spectator-friendly sport. It's high caliber, but it's also a family thing, and you could possibly see 3 generations of the same family playing in the same tournament, which is amazing.
Yes, that is possible.
Okay, so that's going to be the
That's
Liberation of Volleyfest. It's going to be at the FD Phoenix Center, Guam Volleyball Alive and Well. Steve Pangelinan, this happens on July 17th through the 24th, runs right through Liberation Day. So it is going to be a fantastic time to be on Guam. And what better way to celebrate like our freedom than get out and participate in a fun athletic activity. So, man, I'll see you over there.
Hey, thanks for talking to me, Jay.
All right, bro. Hey, FD's gym, really, really good gym for jumping. The old gym was too. The Jungle, I love playing at the Jungle, but the new one at the Phoenix Center, outstanding. All right, Steve. Good luck, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
KUAM Sports is brought to you by Docomo Pacific. Better together.